combine readings, videos of experts, videos of children in programs from around the world, questions for reflection, case examples, interactive activities, and links to reports and websites. All of the content is carefully put together to guide the learner. And our main resources are living textbooks. They're basically like books, but they use multimedia, but are completely online. And I should tell you that when I say we, I'm talking about a team of people, most who are housed at Red River College, but also partners at the University of Toronto. So we've been offering online SECD courses for a number of years, and have been really encouraged by the depth of learning and connecting that is possible online. We do a lot of work with courses in Manitoba, but also around the world, and I think we're at something like 27 countries internationally where we've had students take the online course of our international products. And students who've taken the online courses really get excited about the SECD material. The combination of reading, videos, interactivity, and then facilitated discussions with peers all contribute to a positive learning environment. Students tell us that the site's very user-friendly and that they become comfortable with the online setup very quickly. So last year we decided to see if the positive aspects of the online environment would work as well in workshops as they do in courses, and that's really why Christine and Emily asked me to participate in the webinar today, just to tell you a little bit more about that endeavor. So the difference is that in courses, people have to participate because there's marks attached to those things, and we wanted to see if we could make workshops that were engaging even though people weren't being marked the way they are for a course. So we started here in Manitoba, where, like in British Columbia, people are geographically spread out. Many people live far away from the cities and towns where workshops are usually offered, so the location flexibility is a key reason that people are attracted to online learning. The other issue related to flexibility is that each participant can choose when they log in to do the work. So while there are weekly expectations, and we've been running these workshops over 2 weeks, so each week there are certain things we expect people to do. They have to go through the content and post in the discussion, but within that week, each person finds the best time within their schedule to do those things. So we've found success with that, with keeping people paced. We also found that having a facilitator is really important. That person connects individually with each participant before the workshop begins, ensuring that everyone knows how to log in and how to navigate and use the various tools. So we outlined the workshops very carefully. We wanted to make sure we really hooked people and got them interested so that they would in fact go through the topic content and then be involved in the discussion. So the way we've designed them is that there are 4 subtopics in each 2-week workshop, so 2 subtopics each week. Each topic is presented through web text, videos, online games and reviews, animated slides, links to readings, and then after people work through the weekly content, they respond to the related questions in the online forums. And we consider the online discussion forums a really important part of the workshop. So like in a face-to-face session, often the way people really process the information and deepen their understanding is by discussing the ideas and hearing from others. We've noticed that there's an advantage to an online discussion because really everybody has a voice. So for example, people who tend not to participate in face-to-face sessions feel they have more freedom in an online forum because they can really take their time to compose their ideas before they post it online. The facilitator helps move the discussion along, encouraging everyone to participate and provoking people to think deeply, to try new things, and to reflect on their practice. So we ran workshops last year with the Manitoba Child Care Association and had excellent feedback. The flexibility and the accessibility really appealed to people. And people also really liked connecting with others in the discussions and having a facilitator to keep them on track. The 2 workshops that will be offered in British Columbia this fall have content at the intermediate level. So generally, we consider that a later diploma or undergraduate level. It would be very new information to people who are new to the field or who don't have much training. But then depending on the knowledge and experience of participants, sometimes the discussion can vary. But facilitators are able to support people at a more basic level or provide additional, more in-depth information if the group is interested and people want to take it in a more advanced direction. I have to say that the most interesting plus we found was the way participants reflected on the topics over the course of 2 weeks. So people would write in the discussions about how the content inspired them to try something new that day while they were in their programs. They would describe how it went and then discuss their next steps, often asking others for new ideas and tips. You know, a colleague of mine who does a lot of in-person workshops recently said that while people often seem to be engaged while they're sitting there for the few hours or the day, he often wonders if any of that translates to their work when they get back to their programs. And so it's been cool for us because with the online workshops, it seems like we're actually watching people as they implement new things based on the topics they were learning about. So really very exciting for us to see that. So that's a very quick overview. I know I gave you a lot of detail. I'm certainly happy to answer questions now if there's a few minutes or down the road. I know sometimes questions come up as these things percolate. And Christine and Emily can share my contact information if people want to connect about things afterwards. I also want to say I'm sorry that I can't stay in for the whole webinar because I'm sure it will be a very interesting discussion, but certainly thank you for having me join for this time now.
Thanks so much for joining us, Mia. We know you're on a different time zone than we are, so we really appreciate that. And I have put up the links on the ECEBC page